It was a Supreme Court ruling heard around the country. Same-sex marriages have to be recognized in all 50 states.
And today's ruling has everyone on both sides of the aisle sounding off. We have team coverage tonight of the historic decision and how it affects the volunteer state. Let's start with News Channel 5's Jonquil Newland. She's live at Public Square Park, where the Nashville Pride Festival is set to begin later tonight. And Jonquil, you spoke with law experts about what could be next for couples, right?
That's right. Actually, at Public Square Park now, there were some severe thunderstorms moving in, so we came ahead and came down to the station. But you can expect everyone arriving there to be extremely happy and celebrating this morning's Supreme Court ruling. But there are a number of people who are not happy with the decision. But as a law expert told me this afternoon, the state does not have a choice.
In Washington, crowds gather outside the Supreme Court building to celebrate this morning's ruling to legalize same-sex marriage across the nation. It's a court case that has been closely watched by students and professors at Vanderbilt University.
Brown v. Board of Ed said that you couldn't segregate schools by race, and Loving v. Virginia said you couldn't ban interracial marriages. I think this case is on that level for gay rights, and I think it will be taught for years to come.
Law professor Susanna Sherry says she was not surprised by the justices' split 5-4 vote. Meanwhile, State Attorney General Herbert Slattery says this morning's court ruling is a disappointment.
Today, the court redefined marriage by litigation rather than by democracy. The wise decision is to comply with the case and promptly issue the marriage licenses.
The dissenting justices are very unhappy about this, and I can understand that a lot of people will also be unhappy. But remember, there were a lot of people who were very unhappy about the Brown v. Board of Ed case, and now we can't imagine that it's wrong. And I think in much less than 50 years, in fact, Brown v. Board of Ed is now actually 60 years old. In much less than that, we will feel the same way about this case, that we won't be able to imagine a day when we thought that it was appropriate to discriminate.
Now, the only way to undo this ruling is if Congress and states ratify a constitutional amendment that states bans on same-sex marriage are not a violation of the Constitution. However, the likeliness of that happening is very, very slim. Meanwhile, the Nashville Pride Festival is set to kick off around 6:30 this evening. That is, if the weather holds off just a little bit. Live in the newsroom, I'm Jonquil Newland, News Channel 5 HD.